What's going on, guys? It's Lady B. MCES faced off against Unicorns of Love, but did they have what it takes to get through into the finals of French Clash Cup? Stay tuned. That is precision right there. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to get a look into the epic war between MCES and Unicorns of Love. This was the French Clash Cup semifinals and a very well fought match. Now, one of the things I want to highlight is the beautiful use of the Skelly donut from Synthe. Now, he's a resident hog attacker, so getting to see him switch it up to air and do this Skelly donut as a starter with such precision was just a beautiful thing to watch. So make sure that as you're scrolling through the amazing attacks that you take good focus on that, because it was just super clean. But the question is, did they have enough to get past the Unicorns of Love, who have been on absolute fire lately? So you'll have to stay tuned to wait and see and watch through this incredible matchup. But before you do, let's talk about some of the amazing things going on down in the description below. We've got links to my Discord server where you can not only hang out with my community, but you can also get free bases. We've got weekly drops of bases courtesy of Blueprint Base Building. And of course, Blueprint has just launched a new YouTube channel, so make sure you check it out. The link is in the description below. You can also find links to my social media where you can catch up with me, take a look into my life on Instagram, keep up with some of my Clash related stuff, definitely over on Twitter and my schedules. You can also find that in my Discord server, so more of a reason to head over there, and links to my Twitch channel. So if you want to watch these incredible wars live, root on your favorite teams, and earn some rewards like gold passes, this is why it pays to tune in, make sure to head over to my Twitch channel and hit the follow button so you know when I go live. Turn those notifications on. And as always, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and turn the notifications on. So without further ado, let's take a look into this incredible matchup. We got Chichin coming in with the Inferno Drags. So we've got the Zap Quake in the core. Take on an Air Sweeper, giving an easier path. So I can't see. Wow. It's going to have to be time to get some new glasses. Yikes. What's going on, Maverick? Good to see you. How are you? Can we get a shout out for Maverick in the chat? Oh, you did already. Thank you. So we eliminate any potential resistance for the push of the Inferno Drags by using just the lightning spell. Take out the Air Sweeper. Blimp sails across, cuts to that 12 o'clock corner there to keep the movement shaping up for this Inferno Drag push, while the King and Queen work on the outer edge, keeping them trading through into the center back end of this base. It is looking solid so far, but things can easily turn. Doesn't seem that's going to be the case so far, considering he's still got the King ability and the Queen ability, and he's made it just about through to that next scatter shot. Inferno Drags going strong. The Skellys doing their job of distracting to give those Inferno Drags just a little bit more power without having all that damage ripping them apart. Eagle finally goes down, so that threat is eliminated. I'm going to say it. It's GG. We've got 1:39 on the clock. Scattershot just about to go down. Royal Champ hanging on to the ability as well here. One more freeze left to go. Doesn't even use these hero abilities except the King, who takes the lead here. A nice big push on that. Leaves them working through. GG. Doesn't even need to use his freeze either. There's so much swag that could have been thrown down here, but we can see it for the heroes. Queen not going to need to burn through this ability. Chichin coming in with a nice solid start. I mean, this is the case with these Inferno Drags. It is very overpowered, and you can see that with what he had remaining to the very end to keep this moving along. Let's go UOL. Some excited fans in the chat for this one. So Ariam, the first to hit for MCES and bringing us through with the Queen Charge Lalo. Now I noticed an invisibility spell. Let's see if it's going to be used to help get some additional value with the Royal Champion. Sneaky Gobs helping to set the path for the queen here. Nice Coco Loon that also adjusts the path ever so slightly for this queen. The Tesla should be enough to pull her inside towards the scattershot chamber. Rage goes down, keeping those healers through. So the queen can take on that damage from the scattershot here. We're going to get this opening. And notch her in. Right on the corner. One more to get this full push past and through. Ooh, there we go. So it goes into the Eagle Chamber. Loon's not going to be enough to take this out, so we will have to see. Minor adjustment. Maybe it's going to be the Royal Champ to come through and take on that compartment. King setting the pathing, moving this along. We still have 2 more wall breaks out. We've got a lot to push this queen in and through with. And here comes the Royal Champ. Breezes up the scatter while the queen works through. King still doing phenomenal work on the outside of the base, taking care of the cleanup. Oh, Rage holds on to the queen, but still needs to force the ability to get her working through. Royal Champ will pick up just a little bit more. It'd be nice to see her able to take on that single targeting Inferno and, of course, the air defense there. Seeking Shield takes down the AD. She goes right for the Expo. Oh, gets the invisibility spell down in time, so she will maybe be able to get down that Inferno Tower. One more shot. Oh, not quite enough. But that'll be an easy pushover. Queen's still going strong on this one, and this is looking lovely. So easy straight push and path through to the town hall. Couple of loons to take on that single targeting Inferno. Just throws them out of alignment ever so slightly. The one good thing that happens though is it keeps the air sweeper focused there, so the remainder of the push of the loons don't get forced out of the way. Stone Slammer along the outside edge. Tornado Trap though picked up. Spins us right round, but we've got the Warden ability reserved. Everything coming together. This is going to be a beautiful tome. Gets just about everything in place. It's a good spot because we might see some outlying traps along the edge here. So if there were any, it keeps them moving along. I gotta say, I am impressed by this queen who is still coming through to take care of the cleanup, which is huge. Because if it was just relying on the loons, would you trust it as much? I'd be a little bit worried for time if the queen wasn't still alive on this one. Ariam with a very nice start to this war. 16 seconds left. Everything converging together for the 3. They are not backing down. Tony, are you happy now? I bet you are. Okay, Sahara. We got some spam? Yes, we do. Sahara always bringing in the spam, but this is why Sahara never fails. Sahara is the one player that I have yet to actually jinx by saying things like, this witch attack almost never fails. The only issue it ever stands is the issue of a time fail. And in odd occasions, user error. But seriously, Sahara is one of those people that almost I've never really seen fail. I can't claim to have ever jinxed Sahara. So we start off with the Warden pathing to shape up the space here. Heading towards this town hall, we'll see an early push with the Super Witches right in on the town hall. Double jump combination actually will lead a nice passage through and through this, all the way straight to the back end. Just like one jump from the town hall into this nice big open compartment with the eagle, and then back into the back end. Scatter shot. Looking like easy peasy lemon squeezy cleanup. Hi, Savage Jimbo. So King along the outside edge, waiting patiently before dropping the siege barracks wants to get as much value out of this as possible. Ooh, Expo does target it. Look at that. Just in range there, unfortunately, which means the giant actually comes out and takes on the focus. So that's a good thing. So it has the full amount of time to open up that clown car of troops, which is working their way in. That nicely placed jump actually gets everything working together. Sahara bossing through this so far, but we need the witches actually to step up to the plate and get inside. Take that jump, get inside the space and meet up with the king. He's almost already cleared it out single-handedly along with the P.E.K.K.A. and the Super Wizards. But here we go. We've got the Valks, the most common CC troop now for this kind of strategy to put in your siege barracks because they really zip through that cleanup along the outer edge. Royal Champ is staying behind so she can hold on to this ability. And we still have the Queen ability. With the multis on the back end, that's not the worry. It's just a scatter shot. But with the Queen and Royal Champ able to use their abilities, which isn't even needed because we've got one more freeze left after that last one just dropped. Oh, GG. This is why I can't jinx Sahara. Ever. It's impossible. Look at this coming through with the swag hero abilities. 2 swag hero abilities. He just makes this look way too easy in this current meta. But what I like that he does is he doesn't swag the abilities. He actually uses them. Why? Because if this comes down to time, they know that's going to matter. They can't risk just going for style points here. Let's see what Synthe has up his sleeve to get it done here. Coming in with more Lalo action. And it looks like we're going to get to see a Skelly donut for the clan castle. And the scatter shot. Here we go. Very nice. Look at that calculated placement. Oh my God. That is precision right there. Like right on the edges. I gotta tell you, that is an art form to get it just on the cusp like that. Beautiful work from Synthe from the start. And we've got a spare invisibility spell left over to use for the Royal Champion, trying to pick off this outer corner here, but these Skellies plays perfectly to hold her off, and the single does not go down. Neither does a scatter shot. I don't know how deep Synthe wanted to push in there, but not picking up the full value, it looks like. Yeah, the Tesla farms, the Skellies, all holding off that Royal Champion. It's a shame. But let's see how he can adjust for this one. He is already off to a good start with the successful Skelly donut. King working through to take on the Town Hall. This is nice exchangeable value there. Really OP because he tanks for the Queen and takes on a huge defense that the Loons don't have to worry about, that the Warden can reuse his abilities somewhere else on the base for. Now with the King tanking, this means the Queen's been able to work her way through. Can she take on both the scatter and the single targeting Inferno? Burns through that ability. He's trying to get her to do this. We have the Stone Slammer that comes into play. It's almost enough for the Queen to do it, but the Stone Slammer coming in does help give that early push through, and will quickly take out the scatter shot. But will it get done before it's damaged too much? It's the adjustment pretty much that's needed, but it's circumventing everything. Finally comes back through, but one last blow and it opens up. We do have the dragon unhoused. Is it enough to work through and help take on the heroes here? Headhunters cutting across. One of them did not make it into that invisibility tome, or the invincibility tome. The Warden's Eternal Tome clipped only 2. Was 2 enough to take down the defending AQ? Yes, it was, and almost take down the King. Safety's going to pay for this later. 34 seconds remain. Lalo struggling a little bit, but he does cut across the center of the base. Still have a couple of defenses to worry about on the back end here, but time is going to be the biggest issue. Hanging on to 3 Loons is huge here. Minions and pups taking care of the King while everything converges down to this bottom side. Synthe is going to be fine. He's still going to be fine, even though there's those traps on the back end. Every time. This was beautiful. This was a beautiful adjustment. I get scared when I see those traps pop up as soon as I say it's going to be fine. Well, I mean, whenever that's going to be. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see what's to come. Toto. Speaking of what's to come, we got Toto coming in with the Chinese Smash. We've got the Warden kicking it off. Some nice sneaky goblins to help set up this funnel. I think this has got to be, I gotta ask Chris, I gotta look at Chris's stats again. But I think in general, this is probably one of the, I think the sneaky goblins, although maybe the super wizard does change the balance of it. I feel like sneaky goblins and super wall breakers are probably some of the most used troops around, because of what sneaky goblins can offer. They really do help a lot with the cleanup. I'm doing well. Thanks. So patiently working through with this warden. I don't know how many of you guys have done the last Town Hall 13 challenge, but I finally found out that just using your warden is the way to go. It's so much easier just doing an entire warden walk. And it's a good practice there. If you want to learn how to walk your warden, just use that challenge. And you can walk your warden like Toto here. So a nice cut through takes on the scatter shot, one of the two scatter shots, which is huge. When you're doing these warden walks, it can be time consuming. So you do want to pick up good value with it. And he does manage to get this Chinese smash moving through. The P.E.K.K.A.s are working along. Where are your super wizards? Where are your super wizards? He is delaying these super wizards. King working through. Are they in there? I don't see any zappy zap. There we go. There they are. Delayed super wizards. Did he forget? Or was he waiting till it worked through to tank as much as possible and get more life out of them? Is this some 200 IQ here? Woo, look at that. Look at them zapping through the space on the back end. Wow. Nice. I like it. A lot of times we're seeing these put right back behind the P.E.K.K.A.s. He does wait to try and get as much as possible out of this. We do get the blimp sailing across successfully for the Town Hall, that Yeti blimp taking this on with the Queen ability and the Royal Champ ability to the very end. The biggest worries here are the single targeting Inferno and the scatter shot, but Warden coming in clutch again. One-shotting that single targeting Inferno as a Royal Champ takes on the scatter shot here. Biggest issue right now for Toto is time. We've got a freeze remaining. We've got a headhunter. We've got a wizard, a minion, an archer, but does he have enough time to finish this off? Everything working through together. Storage is going to go down. Oh my goodness. Get every troop on the board. Drop it. And let's go. But 0 seconds now. And he has 2 structures left. This is a heartbreaker, because there was no way he was going to get the full value needed with this Tesla here. He tried, but he got held off. Okay, so there goes any hope of a perfect war for Unicorns of Love. It is not over yet for MCES to potentially pick up a perfect war. I mean, that's all you need to do sometimes, is defend by that small of a margin. Let's see if the 2% is going to make a difference for MCES as Tryhard comes in with some Zapquake Log Launcher Lalo. So taking on the scatter shot here. We'll have the Log Launcher cutting the long way across to the Town Hall. See if we cut through this Eagle Chamber straight into the core of the base. Nice use of the Yeti to help give a little bit more final value for this King. Log Launcher coming through. Valk also helping to shape up the path here, keeping that Queen focused inside the space. You gotta love this. These long line drives. Now, I mean, this is what we're seeing ATN using more and more. Vala loves his Log Launcher because it gives you huge value to get deep inside the core of the base, where you want to eliminate any issue of pathing for your Lalo. So this Log Launcher is huge. The added bonus is bringing in the Ice Golems that do more tanking for your heroes. But the Queen's already burned through this ability. Is it going to be enough to pick up everything? We want to take out these Teslas. We want to eliminate the entire threat of any pathing for those loons in there. Queen trying to work her way along. We've got, the invisibility spell to keep her just alive long enough to finish a job in here. And those Ice Golems helping out quite a bit. That's a nice opener. Nearly 50% of the base taken down with that. So the Lalo has its path shaped up. We've got the minions down early. Early cleanup, always a good thing when you're worrying about time, which when you're doing an attack like this, you do have to worry because you've spent a lot of time working through ensuring that you take down the court, similar to a charge, Queen charge. Warden ability, because the Town Hall remains there, gets that off safely through, keeping those loons alive. And I mean, this just seems so overbearing with that Ice Hound and another Hound to tank here. These loons have life for days and days with what that Ice Hound and the regular Lava Hound offered to them. 51 seconds left. Now, there are a lot of storages to get through, but because he started those early minions and he saved a couple of loons for the back end, this is going to help him. Again, time is always the issue, so you have to have some backup plans on how to deal with your cleanup. You can't just look at a plan and think, okay, this is my pathing for my defenses. And you can see that Tryhard thinks about that here. He thinks about the storages that are going to remain at the end and how he's going to take care of them. And that is what helps seal the deal and put MCES 3 for 3 going through. And now they have this 2% lead, which is just enough. That's all you need to get a win right now. Johan, thank you for the follow. So Komakun coming in with a blizzard, with the Yeti Blimp hybrid. So sectioning off a nice chunk of the space, removing the Inferno so we can path the Queen a little bit better and easier. No risk to her or the healers here. And is able to pull the Clan Castle troops out so the Queen can take them on with no defenses targeting her. That serves as a lot of useful value within that. So not only clearing out a section of the space, making a safer path for the Queen charge, but luring the Clan Castle in a safer spot for the Queen. Baby Drag coming in. A little bit more cleanup value and assist. Let's see if the Tesla farm's going to be problematic. Dropping a couple of loons to help this out. Loons primarily used as Coco Loons to keep the healers safe. But the pathing should be enough to pull this Queen in with that AD there. And yes, it is. And the Queen can still pick off all of those Teslas on the outside. So safe passage into the Town Hall chamber. One more super wall break to get her in if needed. Or he can possibly use it for the king along the outside edge. Val, thank you so much for the gifted sub to Yo-Yo. Thank you. Thank you. Get some love in the chat. And to Tony. I get some more love in the chat. Thank you, Val. Val gifting out those subs. Yo-Yo and Tony. So Queen's still going strong. So while the Queen works through, and he knows he has that ability to keep her safe, he can focus on the hybrid push coming in. King along the outside edge. We still have one more wall break. It's not necessarily needed now at this point. It's always good to have that extra one just in case. But the hybrid looking solid so far, does freeze up that Expo, and the Eagle just trying to give a little bit more room to breathe for the remainder of this push. Queen struggling a bit, but she has the ability, and the Royal Champ has stayed undercover behind the hybrid push, so this means her ability is reserved to the end. Biggest issue here is the scatter shot, which the miners and the warden are all working together to secure, to take down, and with that, we've got Komakun coming in with another 3-star to the board, but their biggest problem is that they've got that 98% time fail looming over their heads that MCES can continue to capitalize off of. Don't have to wait too long. We got Kingsman coming through. And also going with a hybrid. No blimp this time. Opting for the Siege Barracks, one of the most popular combinations to come through with this particular strategy. And I actually like it because it adds a little extra troop space. It helps a lot with the cleanup. BYM. Getting that gifted sub from Shide. Thank you, Shide. It's my love in the chat. So to start this off, we've got the Queen charging her way through, looking to eliminate the Town Hall here. He gets that wall break set in place, but needs a Queen, not focusing on these storages, but wrapping around. Ooh, and that she does. This is working out lovely. Absolutely lovely. Nice Coco Loon doing its job, picking up the air traps. One more to go. Ooh, cutting across to the Town Hall. This is going to help out a little bit. And, ooh, picking up some traps along the way. I'm telling you, these Coco Loons doing overtime here. So Queen's got a nice start to this, does get the Clan Castle lure. We've got the super minions and the headhunters all into that poison. That's exactly where you want them to be. A nice placement that serves double duty on that one. Queen's got an easy push now, moving along to pick up the scatter shot. This is huge, huge value in this. So with the setting in place, we want to force the Queen down and around. And the way to do that is by dropping the hybrid just perpendicular from where she was pathing to. Siege barracks placed as the king does some tanking to get as much value out of it as possible. Early warden ability, though, comes through. See if that's going to be a little bit risky. I would say maybe not, because we've got the scatter here and no single targeting inferno on the back end. So just need to use these heals right. We still have an invisibility spell as well that can be used if needed to keep this moving along. Nice pathing, still continuing through. And look at this king just cutting across the inside edge as the P.E.K.K.A. works right along the outside. That forces a nice defensive path for this hybrid. Queen unfortunately down for the count, but it does not matter. So much left over to the back end of this one. And the invisibility spell, not needed. 33 seconds remain. Plenty of time to get the job done here. GG. Kingsman not letting his team down, keeping them 4 for 4 at this point. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. Okay, we're going to take a look. It's supposed to be at the 4-minute mark, I believe. We'll switch over to Kingsman, or to Remio as soon as he goes live in his attack. But let's see what Wado's got lined up. Coming in with the Zapquake Super Witch. Now this is going to slow down their time, okay? If it did come down to time, this is going to slow it down. That's one thing to keep in mind. If it came down to like a 98%, oh my goodness. Let's see. Then turn screen off. He doesn't triple. My stats will pop up what happens. Coobs. My stats will pop up what happens. We'll take a look at the hit afterwards. So if it's a 3-star. So we've got Remio coming in with the Zapquake Lalo here. Guts out the core. Smart move, of course. And we've got the hero push in with an invisibility spell for the Royal Champ. King to take on the Town Hall. Queen to just work through, take on the single and the defending AQ. Nice, going with nice tank action here. And the Royal Champ just to section off that scattershot portion of the base. This is a nice outlying takedown in pathing. I like it. Huge, huge value on this one. So the single doesn't go down, but the Royal Champ with the invisibility spell is enough to get that done. GG. A nice start. Okay, so the Lalo can push through. We do have this air sweeper, but it's not too big of a deal because he's coming, wow, straight, huge, long line path across. Now, because both scatter shots are down, the Town Hall's down, there's really no worry, and it's an easy push to the Eagle Artillery. I mean, this is massacred. Nothing's stopping Remio on this one. This is, I shouldn't say that because, of course, we do have some traps that we have to worry about in the core of the base. And they're all coming. They're all going for those loons. But he's got this whole Stone Slammer that is not open. Opens up now just for the cleanup. It's GG. Nothing's stopping this one. There's like no way I can jinx this. He cleared out huge, huge value. Through and through from the start between the Zapquake, between the heroes, split individually into separate chambers across the board here. I mean, this is disgusting the way they look at bases. A perfect war from MCES. Absolutely beautiful. Let's take a look. Would it have made a difference? Let's see what Wado's got going on. He came in with the Super Witch attack. Let's see if he would have applied the pressure needed to try and get the job done. 11 seconds left. We've got the Super Witch is still up, but no heroes alive except the ward. Oh, wait. Here's a queen. There's just not enough time. Not enough time. Oh, that's a bummer. That is a bummer. Oh. Well, congratulations to MCES. Okay, I'm excited for the finals now because we've got two French teams going up against each other. We're going to have Strike Back, who took down Last Dance. Now, Strike Back's been making a name for themselves in the more international community because of the French Clash Cup. Most of us didn't know too much about them, but they're really doing phenomenal work. They've had some amazing perfect wars, and MCES coming in with this perfect war. This just means we're going to see some epic action for the finals. And the finals is going to be a best of 3 date TBD. But I'm gonna have to find a way. I hope we do this on a weekend. I hope it happens on a weekend and not during a weekday for this best of 3. I hope you enjoyed the war. Stay tuned for more. I should have some very special videos coming up shortly. I know some of you guys are looking forward into other town hall content level. I promise I will try my best to get more of that filtered in, but for now, I spend a lot of time focusing on these Town Hall 13 Pro Leagues, and that's where a lot of my focus stands, particularly working with ATN. But I've got a very special ATN video coming up soon. So again, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn those notifications on, and you can always follow me on social media to see when these videos and when the live wars drop. So that's about it for now. Until next time, this is Lady V. I'll catch you guys later.